We just spoke about a design inspiration. Connected to that is a creative thinking. So let me go with the mind mapping of how creative thinking is related to design, inspiration and all. Inspiration would be maybe from a source, oblique, we more prominently call it as a theme. But how does this kind of concept could be creative? As I explained that you could take an inspiration in the terms of form, its color, or the story itself. And we fairly discuss about how to design, how to go about the product design. Let's talk about the creative part of it. Let's talk about the creative part of the design concept, which, for example, can be explained with a very simple thing. If you have a piece of a bottle and the question says, cut the bottle into 3 equal parts, and individually each part needs to be used in a unique manner. That is where the creative ability comes into play. You have a bottle, I cut it like this, or I have an option to cut it like this, the horizontal or the vertical way. If someone is so creative, maybe you can think of it cutting a horizontally, or ideally we'd go with this option, cutting it in equal parts. Everyone would have been an answer to use this as a funnel, this as a bowl. What about this part? People may be thinking of it as a bangle. Okay, very well. But I'm sure every second student who is giving an examination will be thinking of the same idea. How to go about the creative part of it, out creating something different. To understand this idea about creativity, we first need to understand the material itself. I would call here, go with the material. Think in terms of what is it made up of. First thing, it's whether it's think in terms of its properties, as in, is it foldable, it's cuttable, can it be cut into pieces, can it be beaten into thin sheets or not like that, or something like it can be hanged, or is it only like it's a heavy material piece of a thing, can you cut it in terms of an object, or can you compile same object in together and create something new out of it? That is where your creative ability lies in. So first and most important thing about thinking of an object is think in terms of material. Here the bottle is made up of plastic. It can be squeezed down, it can be cutted with a cutter. So your thought process should be about if I cut it in what can be made of. Of course you're right, it can be cut it into sliced and made it of something like a bangle. Can be cut. Could it be used to tie up your hairs? Used as a curtain. If you think more creatively, use its transparency as a material. So you can make chandeliers, hanging chandeliers, and put some lamp over it. Lamp at this area. or maybe as simple as you want to create a creative installation out of it, which will be just putting these hollow spaces middle part in some rectangular manner and creating a form or a shape, and can be mounted on a wall. As simple as that, but very, very creative.